Hi, I'm the Artsy Crafter, and today I want to show you how to create this really fun Mother's Day hugging arms. So you can see I have in this one a little girl template, and I've made this to look like me. So as you go through this video, you will see that I've left you some blank templates, and the students can decorate either for boy or girl and make their template look like them. This one, the hugging arms, I love you to the moon and back. Somebody is going to just love receiving this. Mine is going to my mom. When you close up your hugging arms, notice it folds flat, and I've given you templates for front cover, always a writing activity on the back cover, and here, there's a writing activity here as well. So stay tuned to your hugging arms. I'll show you how to create this really fun pop-up. Okay, I think we're ready to begin. So the first thing I want to do is show you what you will require. First off, a front cover and a back cover. I gave you 3 options, and I chose the one that's very generic. The other two, one has a little graphic for a girl, one has a graphic for a boy. Writing activity always on the back. Second thing you'll need is the base template. I gave you 4 options, again with a writing activity. And the third thing you'll need is the hugging arms. And I gave you 3 options. One that has a female shirt, one that has a little suit for a boy. The third one is just blank, and students can design whatever they want. I put 2 on a page. Obviously, you'll just need the 1. And you can see that what I did is just put a blank head, because what I want the students to do is to draw themselves. It's a hugging arms that they're going to give to a loved one on Mother's Day, so I want it to look like them. So I drew myself in there. What I want you to do then, go through, pick your 3 items that you require, color everything, design your hugging arms, complete the writing activities, and come on back and I'll show you how to put it together. Now in this first step, what I'm going to do is glue my base template to the inside cover. If your teacher already photocopied and your material is on double-sided paper, then all you're going to do is fold in half. However, mine is not double photocopied, so what I'm going to do is put glue all around the outside edge of my front cover, back cover. And then run a bead right down the center here, maybe a couple beads, a little X on either side. And then I will take my base template, line up the edges very carefully. Smooth that out. So that's glued together. When you're happy with that, just fold your cover over. Again, lining up the edges as best as possible. And give that a good crease, okay? So that when you open it, you will see that you have a line right down the middle, and notice it falls right in the center of this little object that I left for you, because this is what we're going to affix the hugging arms to. So everything we do lines up with that center, and that should come right in the center here of this little object. Okay, so you go get yourself folded. Make sure again that you have all the writing done and everything colored, and then come on back and I'll talk to you about cutting out the hugging arms. Okay, in this next step, I am going to cut out my hugging arms. So again, I'm just going to go carefully around everything. I'm not really concerned about, the accuracy around the hands, and then come up here around the head, okay? So I'm going to cut that out, and I'll show you what mine looks like when I am done. Okay, I've gone through and I've cut everything. got a little tricky around those little fingers, so be careful there. All right, you go cut out your hugging template and come on back and we'll fold it. So in this next step, what we're going to do is make some folds. The first one I want is right down the center here. Now notice I stopped the line. I didn't want it to go right through the face, but we are going to fold right through the face. So put your little hands together. And again, try to be as accurate as possible here. I usually take a look there and then I pinch along that dotted line, okay? So that's my first fold done. Notice it's what we call a valley fold because it goes down. I'll make a valley fold here as well. So I'm going to fold this line in next. I find that dashed line, and you can start to see those hands are already reaching out to give a hug. Okay, and then the last one here, I'm going to fold down. So that's a mountain fold. So on the other side, fold those two down. And then on the very bottom, I have 4 tabs. Those 4 tabs are going to be folded under. Right? You make your folds, come on back, and we'll glue that now onto our base template. So for the gluing process, what I want you to remember here is the center part of your hugging template, where I have that line, has to get lined up with that crease mark here on your page. Okay, that's so important, and I'll show you an easy way to do that. And what we're going to do is glue that down on that object I left on the base template, just like that. Okay, so the easy way to do it, fold your hugging arms, and you have 2 tabs here, right? On this side, and I should be able to see them, and 2 tabs on this side. So you decide which side you want to begin on. Why don't I start on this side here? So again, with quite a bit of glue, and hold it nice and tight here. So I'm going to put glue on both of my tabs. And what I want are those 2 tabs to sit basically on this little mountain right here. So I start to close my template so I know right where that crease is. And then you can see that everything should just line up beautifully here. Basically, all I'm going to do is sit that down and again, close it. Make sure you've got that lined up right on the crease there. And you can close it up, increase it with your hands, and half your hug should already be lined up. Now I have 2 more tabs here. So same thing, I'll put glue on those. If you're like me and you got a little bit on the other part, that's not the hug, just wipe it off. And same thing, just close your template. Rub it with your finger. I'll give you a moment to get caught up to me. Then we'll open it up and have a look, see what we created. Okay, let's open it up and have a look and see what we have created. There you go, my pop-up. Mine, I love you to the moon and back. I love you this much. So let's talk about our hugging arms now. So yours should be standing up nicely. And what we're going to do now is just do some fine tuning, okay? In case yours isn't standing up. Maybe you put a little bit too much glue on the back, and with your scissors you're going to have to get under there and just peel it back a bit, because the only thing that you want glued are those 4 tabs, okay? So when I open mine, what I do then, remember this is the mountain fold and these 3 are valley folds. So I just bring my little template forward and I sort of recrease everything. So that's my valley fold. That was a valley fold. Play with the head a little bit. That was a valley fold. And this the mountain fold. So I should be able to take those 2 mountain folds and bring them forward, right? Just recrease everything there. Because I want it to stand up nice and high. I don't like the way that hand is curling. So with the back of my scissors, very gently, I just go to the back of that hand there, and I can just curl the paper slightly. Notice how careful I am at this point. So that's the hugging arms I plan to give to my mom for Mother's Day. I hope that whoever you give yours to, they will absolutely love it. All right, now when I close it, notice everything should just go nicely back in place. And again, sometimes you just have to get your hand in there because the face, because I played with that, right? It just has to sit flat. And once I do that, I don't squish it again. I hold it flat, but I like that it has a little bit of a wow to it, okay? All right, hope you love this Mother's Day craft. I have loads of other crafts on Teachers Pay Teachers and TES, and I'll see you soon.